Hello. I hope you're doing well today. If you can hear me okay, give me a little heart or thumbs up so I know that you can hear okay. We're going to have a stretch and Savasana, so it's kind of a yin. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you. Yin and restore this morning. So if you're familiar with yin, we hold these stretching postures for a little bit longer. It's helped get us into our releasing our fascia and just getting into a nice preparation for restorative poses. So the yin poses we'll be holding for about 3 minutes or so, and then the restorative poses we'll be holding for closer to 10 minutes. So this is an hour-long class. Again, my name is Tina. Hello. And I'm very honored to be here on Insight Timer. Yoga is my full-time job now, so any donations at the end are appreciated. Thank you so much. So let's go ahead and get started. As far as props, use what you have, whatever you have. I have some blankets and I have a bolster. You can use a pillow, whatever is working, whatever works for you. So this first pose is child's pose. I like to support my knees with a blanket, and then I have a wide leg child's pose here, so the knees on the outsides of the mat, toes together behind you, and then you can reach your chest forward and allow your chest to rest down to the ground. Maybe your forehead reaches the ground, or you can use your fists or a block or your pillow, whatever it is that makes you feel comfortable in this pose. And go ahead and release. Allowing your breath to flow. Trying to find stillness. As you're in these poses, your body begins to feel more safe. It may release a little deeper. Just take notice of that. As you're ready, bring your hands to either side of your head and start to press yourself up very slowly, very gently. Bring your hands in toward your body. Maybe roll toward one hip. And bring your legs out in front of you. Just take a moment to allow that pose to settle in. Our next pose is going to be a forward fold. So from a seated pose here, you may want a block or two. I'll show you what it may look like. You have a couple different options. You can place your blocks in front of you, or you can have a block, or you can have your bolster. If you have a bolster, you can forward fold here, your hands to the sides. Like I mentioned, as you go throughout the pose, you start to release a little bit, and you may want to have whatever you set up as a way to start a little bit higher and then fold more as your body starts to release. So we'll go ahead and start this forward fold. Your back can be rounded in yin because we're trying to find the relaxation in this pose. It may feel a little intense. Just bring your awareness to that, see what it feels like. Trying to find the stillness as your body starts to remember that it's safe. Very gently bring your pressure into your hands, starting to press your hands into the ground and start to press yourself up, bringing those hands in closer to your seat. And once you get upright, just take a moment to breathe, to feel the effects of that pose. And from here, it may feel good to bring your hands back, bend your knees, and shift your knees from side to side, windshield wiper. For this next pose, it's called a square twist. I'll show you a few options for this. So you'll have your right leg bent in front of you, and then you can have the left leg on top, maybe, your ankle and knee lining up, your knee and opposite ankle lining up. Feet are somewhat flexed to help support your knees. You might have space here. You can fill in that space if you'd like. If this is too intense for you, you can always bring that left foot in front. So whichever works for you. So then you're going to inhale and lengthen up, and then you're going to exhale toward that top foot. So you're turning towards your right to get to your left foot. And then you're going to fold down, maybe bringing your elbow to your foot and bringing your fist there and taking your hand on top, bringing your elbow up, really feeling like you're rotating from your hips here, finding that twist. And we'll be here. You can also bring your block on your right side here and place your elbow there to help you. Remembering to keep your breath flowing. Trying to find the stillness as your body starts to realize it's safe. Gently start to press yourself up, maybe using your elbow as leverage, and then maybe using your opposite hand. Gently come to seated. Maybe release that top leg down and take a moment. Again, it might feel good to bring your hands back, bring your knees up, and sway your knees from side to side. Before we go on to the other side. Oh, bless you, Buddha. It's my kitty. He's not feeling so good. Okay. So from here, have the opposite leg on top. So going to have your left leg on the bottom and then your right leg either in front or on top. Maybe having your block on your left side. Inhale as you lengthen up, exhale, twist, and make your prayer fist, I guess, in this case, to help you open up and twist toward that left side. Very gently start to use your elbow to start pressing yourself up, maybe taking your left hand down to help you twist toward the front. Maybe release that right leg out in front. Take a moment. Again, maybe it would feel good to lean back and do a few windshield wipers. And then from here, go ahead and lie on your back. Oh, bless you. Oh, sorry about that. Poor kitty. Let's go ahead and lie back. Start by bringing your knees into your chest. Maybe making a few circles. Massage your back. And then reach your arms out to a T and take your knees over to the right side. You can stack your knees. You can have a blanket in between them if that feels better. If you want something more intense, you can maybe cross your knees, having your top leg come underneath. And allow yourself to breathe here and find the stillness. Very gently here, if your legs are wrapped, unwrap them. Maybe start to roll onto your back using your hands to support your knees as they go up. Maybe scooting your cat out of the way. And again, making some circles with your knees. And then hugging your knees and just taking a moment here. And then as you're ready, release your knees over to your other side. Again, you can, excuse me, you can stack your knees, or you can cross the top underneath the other and have your arms open up. And if the pose ever gets feeling like it's too intense, you can add your bumblebee breath. Take an inhale and then exhale out of your mouth, making a little. It sounds silly, but it might help you release a little bit more into the pose. Very gently Bring your arms over to your bent knee side. Unhook your knees. Maybe continue to roll over toward your bent knees. Start to press yourself up very gently and slowly. You can get up to your seat and allow yourself to take a moment here. From here, we're going to start our restorative poses. First pose will be a supported crocodile, or you can do regular crocodile if you'd like. Regular crocodile would just be bringing your body down to the ground, crossing your hands, and bringing your forehead down. Maybe your toes open up toward the sides rather. Alternately, if you'd like a supported, you can take the bolster or pillow in front of you, long ways, and release your chest onto it. Your legs will be back behind you. Maybe they open up into a slight version of frog, but very gentle since this is our restorative portion. You could bring a blanket ahead of you to bring your forehead on. Maybe have your hands folded, or you could bring your hands underneath your forehead. Find what works for you. Make this as comfortable as you can get it. And allow yourself to start to relax.
From here, take a deep inhale. Exhale, let it go. Bring your arms out to the sides of your mat. Gently start to press yourself up, maybe bending your knees, bringing your seat back. And maybe sitting on to your heels for a moment. Feeling the effects of that pose. And then from here, come on over to one hip, and then bring your hips to the bolster. You might want to have your blanket folded on top. And from here, your hips right against the bolster and lie back. Your legs are outstretched. Coming into a supported fish pose. You may want to add a little, just slight little height to your chest so that your chin isn't rocking back too far or tucked too far in. It's kind of comfortable. And your hands release to the side. And release and breathe. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, let it go. Gently begin to bend your knees, placing your feet on the ground, and roll over to one side. Press yourself up. Come to seated. Take a moment to feel the effects of that pose. For this next pose, do a version of supported bridge. So if you have a version that you like, excuse me, I'll show you two. One is with the bolster, if you have one. You can come up to sit on the bolster. Maybe have your blanket back behind you. Not too high up, kind of folded. So you're flat down. Gently release yourself back. Your seat's still on the bolster. Your feet are on the ground. And unlike me, don't turn your head from side to side, and you can stay here. Or maybe bending your knees in toward your chest, raising your legs up. Another way to go about this is to use a block. Again, from your bridge pose, raise your hips up, take your block at the lowest level, place it underneath your sacrum, that flat bone at the bottom of your spine, just above your sit bones, and allow yourself to release onto the block again, either leaving your feet down or with your knees up. You should feel comfortable. Maybe again, bending your knees in, raising your feet up to waterfall. Let's take a few minutes here in your inversion. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, let it go. If your feet are up, bend your knees and place your toes down onto the ground. Your heels are raised, so you can raise your hips a little bit higher. Remove your block or remove your bolster. Or you can lower your heels down and lower your hips down. Maybe if you're on your bolster, it's easier for you to roll over to one side to get off of your bolster. If you're still lying on your back, maybe a few windshield wipers here. Knees back and forth. And then from here, we're coming into our final Savasana. So you can outstretch your legs here, or you can maybe put your bolster underneath your knees, as long as your feet are still supported on the other side. Finding whatever works for you for your final relaxation, to allow everything that you've done to sink into your body and into your mind. Relaxing, releasing, and letting go. Begin to lengthen your breath. Touch each fingertip to your thumb, noticing an increased awareness of a quiet mind. Rotate your wrists and your ankles. Maybe roll your head from side to side, bringing movement back into your body and bringing your mind back into the space with us together. As you're ready, roll over to one side in a fetal position, using your lower arm as a pillow. For a final moment of quiet and stillness, to thank yourself for making it to the mat today, for allowing yourself to stretch and release, and to remember that time at rest is never wasted. As you're ready, press yourself up to a seated position. Close out our practice. Hands, heart center. It was truly an honor to guide you through this practice today. I hope you have a peaceful and powerful day. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. I hope you feel rested and restored and stretched out. I really appreciate everybody who's here. Such gratitude. As a reminder, this month I am donating a portion of my donations that I get on Insight Timer to Texoma Women's Business Council Scholarship Fund, because I know when you are looking to do something new and important with your life, it's sometimes very helpful to have financial support. So I appreciate everybody, and certainly let me know if there's anything that you would like to see on this app that maybe you're not seeing, as far as any kind of meditations or yoga practices, different times, anything like that. Otherwise, we're a little bit over time. I want to be respectful of your time, and I certainly hope you have a great day, and maybe I'll see you again next week.